guys, it's April, and it's time for a Top 5 Wednesday. Now, I'm not necessarily consistent with doing Top 5 Wednesdays, but this Wednesday's topic was one that I decided I needed to do because this Wednesday, or today, or whenever I upload this video, is all about the top 5 books that you would want to save in case of a fire. And I kind of covered this a little bit in my Epic Reads tag, but this time I get to pick 5 instead of just 1, so I got a little excited and it was hard, but I now have a list. So I will start from number 5 and go down to number 1. For my number 5 pick, I picked Beauty Sleep by Cameron Doxey. This is a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and the reason I picked this book was when I was in speech club, I actually did a little skit by myself, monologue, on this book. And so this book is all marked up on sections I thought would be cool, and it brings back memories of those times and those people, and I had to. So yeah, that's my number 5 pick. My number 4 pick is actually part of my collection because I like to collect old fairy tale books, be it Brothers Grimm or the Anderson brothers. And this is probably my oldest Brothers Grimm copy. It's over 100 years old. At this point, it's falling apart and it's missing a few pages, but just the history that this book probably saw fascinates me, and I love fairy tales, so I'd probably keep my oldest fairy tale book. My number 3 pick is probably the oldest book on my shelf, and it's not a very entertaining read, but it's the fact that it's so old that I wanted to keep it, and it is Gothic Architecture. It's actually the history of Gothic Architecture. This book was printed in 1877 on an old school printing press. And it fascinates me, and someone went through and marked this up in pink pen. So I love pink. They have my heart. So this is the oldest book I have on my shelf. 1877. It deserves being saved. Number 2 book that I would definitely have to save if there was ever a fire in my house would be this sweetheart that is in plastic because it's falling apart because it's been loved. This is actually a cookbook of my great-grandmother's mom, so my great-great-grandmother's. And if you can tell through the plastic, it's really old. I will bring it out just briefly because I'm afraid that this thing is gonna fall apart. This is just the age of this book, and she has gone through and she's added recipes and marked things up, and the family history in this book, I'd have to save it. Yeah. I'm gonna carefully set that down. My number 1 book, always and forever, that I would save in a fire would be this college handbook from my grandfather. I've never met him. He died when my mother was still young, but inside this book is his handwriting, and then there's also this wonderful profile done by one of his friends that I find absolutely amazing, and this would be my number 1. It'll always be my number 1. So those are my top 5 in case of a fire book saving books. That didn't make any sense, but I'm gonna go with it. Just after all of that, I just pray and beg that fire never happens to my books. But yeah, that was kind of a depressing top 5 Wednesday, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye! talking to my cat. I'm talking to my cat. I'm talking to my cat. Okay, bye!